Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be going through a new series. It's going to be a how-to series. So we're going to focus in on Surya Namaskara A, so sunrise salutations, the first one. It's what you would start almost any Ashtanga class or power yoga class out with. So we'll break it down pose by pose, and I'll give you the Sanskrit names and just the regular names for them as well. And as we move through this series, if there's anything that you want to learn or something you'd like to break down and you're not sure how to do, leave it in the comments below and I will get to it as soon as I can. All right, so we're just going to walk to the front of the mat. Go ahead and we're going to come to Dandasana or mountain pose, or Samasthitih, lots of different names for this one. And we're going to start with the feet. So I really want you to ground the feet into the mat. It's the beginning of the practice and we want to connect with the earth, connect with the ground, our mat, and really kind of bring the practice inside. So when you come to the front of your mat, you're going to place the feet down to the ground. You're going to press into the heels, press into the balls of the feet. Spread the toes out, and I want you to actually press all 10 toes into the mat. So once you press the toes into the mat, think of lifting through the arches of the feet. And as you lift through the arches, you'll notice that you'll engage through the quads. You'll engage through the hamstrings. I want you to engage the glutes now. So you notice your hips will slightly tuck as you engage through the glutes. Draw the belly button up and in, and then I want you to draw the ribs down and close together. So you're squeezing in through those ribs. From here, I want you to drop the shoulders down the back, reach the hands to the ground. So it's like you're lifting energy from the feet, but then pushing the energy back out through your hands, palms facing forward. And then I want you to inhale, lift the crown of the head to the sky. And this is your standing starting pose for a traditional Ashtanga practice, Samasthitih. From here, usually we're going to do one breath per movement. We're going to move really slow today so we can move through everything, and then we'll do one breath per movement together. So from here, you're going to inhale. So it's always an inhale as we raise the hands to the sky. Keep the tummy tucked, really reaching those fingers to the ceiling. And again, breathing in through here, tummy is tight. This is Urdhva Vriksasana. Urdhva just means upward. So we're facing upward, looking upward, gaze is between the fingertips. And again, shoulders are pulling down the back, belly button is to spine, feet are pressing into the ground, arches are lifted, inhale. And then we're going to exhale, take it into a forward fold. So as we make our way down to the forward fold, you want to make sure we maintain the length in the spine. So oftentimes we'll need to bend our knees. So go ahead and bend your knees now. And I want you to really tilt the hips to the sky, belly button to spine, pull the shoulders down the back. And then I slowly want you to start to lift the hips. I want you to really send the sit bones to the upper back corner of the room. So there's a nice kind of line of energy shooting up and out. And the key here is actually to get into the hamstrings and into the low back. And in order to do that, you really have to tilt those hips. So really lifting those hips to the sky. Even if you have bent knees, you're still going to get the benefit of the pose. So don't worry about trying to come to straight legs or trying to get your nose down to your legs. Don't worry about that at all. What I want you to focus on is sending the hips to the back of the room, belly button to spine, and just letting the hands hang down. So again, you want to try to keep a nice long flat spine here. And this one is Uttanasana, so it's a forward fold. From here, we're going to come to a half forward fold, so Ardha Uttanasana. Ardha means half. We inhale and we just draw the shoulders up. So what we're doing is we're preparing the spine for our Chaturanga. So we're making a nice long flat body, core is engaged, arms are hanging. So even if you're not touching the ground, that's fine. If you've got really flexible hamstrings, you might be down on the ground with your hands on the mat. And as you lengthen for Ardha Uttanasana, you might just come to the fingertips. All right, from here, wherever you are, if your hands are up off the ground or touching the ground, you're going to place the hands to the mat, so bend your knees if you need, and then you're going to step your right foot and then your left foot back and come to a high plank. We're getting ready for our Chaturanga Dandasana. So Chaturanga is just basically a tricep push-up. So keeping the core nice and tight, you're going to keep the elbows in as close as you can. You're going to lower down to a Chaturanga. Now, if Chaturanga is not in your practice, you're going to lower down to a knees, chest, chin. So you come to your knees, then you lower down to your chest and then your chin. And then you untuck the toes and lift through the chest, coming into a cobra. If you want to come into the full Urdhva Mukha Shvanasana, you're going to press off the thighs, press the tops of the feet into the mat. And then a lot of times you'll notice your shoulders will kind of bunch up in the front. What I want you to do is I want you to roll the shoulders back, lift through the chest, draw the belly button to spine. So you want to keep the core nice and tight so you're not sinking into the low back. And we breathe here. And then from here, we roll over those toes. So you have to get used to rolling over the toes. You're also welcome to just place the feet. And we make our way into our downward dog. Adho, Mukha, Shvanasana. So Adho means downward, Mukha means facing, and Shvanasana, our dog. So in a downward dog, you're going to have your feet hip width distance apart, and you're going to press the toes into the mat, press the heels down to the mat. From here, you can take a little bend in the knees, and I want you to tilt the hips to the sky, and then really press through those hips to really lift the hips to the back of the room. Slowly straighten the legs. Press the hands into the mat so the fingers are spread nice and wide. And I want you to draw the shoulders down and back. So we're engaging through the lats, which is the muscle along the side, just there. All right, so we're squeezing into the low back, pressing into the hands. Inhale. And exhale. From here, they'll either say step or jump your feet forward. I recommend stepping those feet forward until you've gained the lift in your practice. And then you're exhaling, you're going to take that forward fold. From here, we inhale, come all the way back up for Urdhva Vriksasana, and we exhale, hands come back to your side, Samasthitih. So that was a Surya Namaskara A or Sunrise Salutation A. In a traditional Ashtanga practice, you'll do 5 of those mixed with 5 Bs. So please see my next video for the Bs. And Pattabhi Jois always said that your minimum daily requirements, so if you don't have time to do a full practice, if you can just do 5 A's and 5 B's, that's a good practice for a day. So what it'll do is it'll warm up the body, it'll help you build strength, it'll help increase flexibility in the hamstrings, in the back, and the hips as you move through your A's and B's. And it just prepares you for the next day that you can actually do a full practice. So if you don't have time for a full practice, just do 5 A's and B's. All right, so we're just gonna do 1 all the way through like a traditional Ashtanga practice would have. So we're gonna go 1 breath per movement. So go ahead and come back to the front of your mat. Again, place the feet onto the ground, really press into the ground, lift through the arches, reaching the hands down to the mat, shoulders down the back, crown of the head to the sky. 1 breath per movement, ready? Inhale, Urdhva Vriksasana, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come halfway, lengthen, Ardha, Uttanasana. Exhale, hands come to the mat, step or jump your feet back and lower, down, Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And in a traditional practice, you'll be here for 5 breaths. So drawing the belly button in, heels to the mat, pressing the hands into the ground, and we're breathing. We're only going to do a few breaths here today, but you're welcome to follow along for a full practice if you'd like later. All right. Inhale, go ahead and step or jump your feet between your hands. And exhale, take the forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up. And exhale, Samasthitih, standing. All right, guys, excellent job. So that was a full Surya Namaskara A. Like I said, if you'd like to follow along and do a full 5 A's and 5 B practice, a sun salutation A's and B's, please check out the video below in the notes. And I have a full 5 A's and 5 B's series just for you to follow along. All right. Anything else you'd like to see, please leave it in the comments below, and I will see you again soon.